Take picture. Stop recording video. Button.
Hey guys, it's me, Brittany. For anyone that's new, welcome. Please like, share, follow, or subscribe to my channel just to see my future videos. Okay, so today I'm doing a video on the word tragedy. Tragedy is spelled Tragedy. And tragedy is an event that causes great suffering, destruction, and distress, such as a serious accident, a serious crime, or a natural disaster. Those are some things that, cause tragedies. I believe someone really close or pivotal or important to your life passing away is also a tragedy. That's my opinion. I'm not sure if that's, literally a proven fact, but I believe it's a tragedy. So I want to talk about this topic because, the word tragedies always look so bad upon. It's like there's nothing positive with the word tragedy, right? And I realized that my brain immediately looks at the good things about tragedies, and I want to share my mindset so that maybe other people can look at tragedy as something else, because tragedy is inevitable. We cannot stop tragedies in our lives because we don't know when it's coming or why it's coming or if it's coming. So you might as well just make the best of it. What's that saying? That saying, life is a box of chocolate. It's what you make it. Okay, so anyways, I want to say that tragedy can create your purpose in life. Like, for instance, for me, since I lost my sight, this is what led me to wanting to empower and uplift other blind people. Because before, I wasn't thinking nothing of blind people at all. I really always wanted a nonprofit, but originally I wanted a nonprofit for convicted felons, like young men that are struggling with staying out of the institution system, And also I wanted to create a nonprofit for young ladies and young men who were raped or sexually abused by parents or anybody that was, an adult while they were a minor. Like, that was really my goal. But ever since I lost my sight, it's like I found my purpose, Although I still would love to help the groups of people I just talked about, I find it so much more important and compelling to who I am as a person to help other blind individuals, because although the other two groups I just discussed are suffering due to life circumstances, so are blind individuals. So I feel like helping someone that's similar to me is easier, and I'm able to empathize. Because one thing, I've never been sexually abused and I've never been to jail or anything. So it's like, yes, I want to help them, but can I really relate? Can I really empathize with what they're going through? What I do have for them is sympathy. And I don't mean sympathy in a bad way, like, oh my gosh, they'll never make it. I mean sympathy like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad that happened to them, I'm so sad that it's hard for young men to get out of the, the jail system. I'm so hurt that there's so many young minors and young children that are raped and sexually abused that grow up and can't deal with it and never got to talk about it, and had parents or mothers that didn't believe them or put them to the wayside, like their sexual abuse didn't mean anything, although that really does touch my heart. It does. Me helping blind people is way more efficient, I feel, because I can relate a lot to people, right? So I want to say tragedy creates purpose, and also I want to say that tragedy can also create a space where you will make great friendships or intimate partners. You know that saying, I never never understood that saying when I was young. The saying, there's somebody for everybody in the world. I didn't understand that because I'm like, I mean, yes, there's a billion, million, trillion people, but that doesn't mean that we're all meant to be matched up. You know, I never understood that. But now, after experiencing tragedy, I realize what it means. Because let's say, well, actually, an example is me, right? I lost my sight, right? From a gunshot. And then I dated 2 different men that lost their sight from a gunshot, and we clicked so heavily because of that right there, just alone, you know. And there was other things we had in common, like, you know, both being the same race or how we grew up, da 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 da. But it's a big difference when you meet someone and connect with them, whether it's as a friend or as more like intimate. It's a big difference when you have a tragedy that y'all both experience. Like if you experience a family member sleeping with your intimate partner, and then you meet, and then you end up leaving that intimate partner, and then you meet your next intimate partner, and they went through the same thing. It's a big difference. It's a big difference, trust me. And if you already have the connection, and then that makes it even bigger, like you guys to be together, you know. I feel like tragedy sometimes helps you find your soulmate. Sometimes it helps you find your best friend. It helps you find a friend that can replace this void that you lost from someone that passed away in your life. It's like when you're able to meet people that experience the same tragedies you have, it helps you to get through life just a little bit better. Okay? I'm just being honest. Like when I first became blind, a lot of people in my life thought that I would never get a boyfriend, you know, which is not true. I dated a lot of sighted people and blind people after I became blind. But what I can say is it doesn't matter if the person is blind or sighted for me. What matters is the treatment, right? So for people that thought, oh, she's never going to get nobody because I'm blind, that's very small-minded, ignorant individuals, because it's not true. I can literally meet 10 guys that got shot, and we can connect just by that. Who knows? That can be my next husband. Okay, what if someone ends up in a wheelchair? Then you meet other people in a wheelchair, and you're just like, oh, this guy right here is awesome. He has great vibes. He's positive. He does not letting being in a wheelchair get him down. Maybe I should be around him more because I'm always down about this damn wheelchair, you know? Then now you can hang out with that person, and now you can try to adapt their mentality or their mindset as far as dealing with your tragedy, because it's the same tragedy. I'm telling y'all, tragedy brings people closer, and sometimes it's for the better. You know, let's say you lost your mother. You meet someone who lost their mother, that can be your new best friend. I mean, please, y'all gonna find a way to make life good, okay? So all I gotta say about tragedy is, when you're dealing with a tragedy, try to mingle with other people that suffering from the same tragedy you're going through, that can uplift you and elevate you, because at the end of the day, you have to live with this tragedy. There's no way to get out of it. It's inevitable. So I'm just trying to really help people look at tragedy as a blessing in disguise, because if you don't look at it like that, you will never be the same person again, and you will never be happy. I'm telling you, you have to look at tragedy in a different light than what we all do, especially when we're the one going through the tragedy. It's so hard not to be sad. It's so hard to be positive. But the goal, you got to remain having the goal to find your way out, to get to the other side. There's always another side. Trust me. So I just want to say, for anyone that's going through a tragedy, maybe you're blind, I don't know, you could DM me so we could just have conversation. Okay? You can message me. I am really here to elevate and empower anyone that thinks I can do it for them. If you're going through something, and you feel like, you know what, I don't know Brittany that well, or I do know Brittany that well. I know some of y'all know me. And you just want to get a load off. You really can with me. I'm like the best person to talk to. Trust me. Only because I have good advice and I am seriously optimistic. I really, really am. I try to look at the good side of everything. So for next time, I hope you guys just enjoy your week. And if the next time you go through a tragedy, watch this video again and just try to get some type of encouragement. And remember, you guys, ain't nobody gonna encourage yourself like yourself. You gotta encourage yourself and build yourself up and pray. God wants you to come to him so that you can feel better as an individual. So if you have a tsunami in your life, or a tragedy in your life, or some type of suffrage in your life, don't let it swallow you. Just keep swimming. Find someone to swim with so that you can feel better. Okay, I love you guys. See you later.
Viewfinder. Stop recording video.